Okay, I got that old ugly light removed from there. As you can see, that hole is not centered. So now I'm going to have to mount that board up to the wall and just kind of measure off from this left end here, where that's located at behind the board, so I can cut a slot with the router and all the wires can run through it. I had to get some kind of light in here. Can't see what I'm doing. Maybe you'll be able to see here. Went ahead and extended the tape and drew the lines where the stud is and the end of the board. Then across this bottom one, I just don't know if it's showing up or not. That's where the bottom of the board's going to go. So I'm going to get that put up there. What I'm going to be using is these, I think they're 2.5 inch. Well, you just can't see. Probably 2.5 inch screws with a T25 head on them. Ain't going to focus very good. That's how I'm going to mount the board to the wall. And the heads of these screws will be recessed into the wood. Well, I got the board mounted up there. I can't really see from here, but let me climb up here. There's now 6 holes on each end. I didn't measure something right. Or I wrote something down wrong. But I had this here marked as the stud. But I drilled the holes for the stud over here. So I had to go back out and make new holes for where the stud actually is. And so I had to copy that over here too. But now that I got this up here, I can get the correct measurement, so I can get the measurement for the slot to go in the back from this side here over to somewhere right in here for the wiring to go. So now let's head out to the shop. Okay, I got the measurements where that hole is going to be. I made sure I got the right measurements on this, and I'm working from the correct end. It's going to be over here. This is how the board goes on the wall. So the hole's here, so I'll switch it over. It'll be here. I hate making mess ups on measurements, but it happens. That's why I'm a piddler and not a professional. Professional never makes a mistake. Yeah, right. So where the X is on this board, I'm going to have to remove just a small amount of that. I'm going to have to cut some kind of like a little trench right in here. Just take the router and route that out. Then just route this whole area out just a little bit. That's where that round box would be. That way there's be some more room for the wires in there. I took the measurement off the width of the actual light on each side of the flange here. Then subtracted that from the board. That left me about 1.5 inches. So if I split the difference, each end of this has got to be probably like 13/16 off the end of the board. So measure that there. But I've got the bottom measurement for the bottom of the flanges to go on. That there will go there, and then bring that right to the end there. And that matches the end right there. So now I need to mark where these holes are going to be, because I'm going to take this one flange off so I can figure out, where this center hole for all the wires that are going to be coming through here. I got to drill a hole for those wires to go through. Then they're going to go back to that little dig out slot, trench, whatever in the back to come over to where the electrical box is. Okay, got the hole cut for the wires to go through there. While I was at the drill press, I thought, hey, why not go ahead and drill these other holes for the flanges? Kill 2 birds in 1 stone. Now, I need to cut that slot in the back of this thing.
Mark that out, kind of a guide. Probably not going to be too good at routering this thing out, but I'll give it a try. I've got this set to 1/4 inch depth, so it's just going to lower that a little bit, so just enough room to get the wires into there. Wow, that's messy. Okay, doesn't look all that great, but I'll go back through it and clean it up a little more. Still got to route all that there out. That's enough of that. Yeah, that there will work good enough. It sure isn't pretty though. Now we need to get this bench cleaned off. I got the bench all cleaned off here. Now, as I would be looking at it, you can see here, got the hole that goes through here for the wires. Got this trashed out area back here in the back that won't be seen, thank God. And I got the holes drilled for the flanges. Almost done with the wood. We do need to sand it and get it smooth. And I'm thinking about maybe going to my router table and putting just a round over edge on this, just to get rid of that squareness there. Just roll them edges over really good. I think that'll make it look a lot nicer. Then we can get into wiring this thing up. Okay, got the router bit set in there. Just basically like a 1/4 round over. It's just basically just gonna round this edge over just to make it look a little bit nicer. And yes, I know how to use the router table, but I always take the opposite end and just touch it in there. It kind of helps with the tear out on the other end when you come out of it. And see, just a nice little round over all the way around the edge there. So for this light, I'm still going to use the same sockets that I used on the wall sconce lights. These wire up the same and everything. I'll try to leave a link up to it up here in the corner. If not, it'll be down in the description of when I made the wall sconce lights. These wire up pretty easy. As you can see in that video how it does wire up. Get these little screws backed out here. And I'm also going to be using the same wire that I used in the wall sconce lights. So I'm going to get these wired up here. In there, let me get these out of the way. Light bulb is a handy tool. You can take it and screw it in the socket and screw it back down into this outer casing. So right now, I'm going to go ahead and now's when I'm going to install the bushing. Take that bushing and screw it on there. Okay, now here comes the tricky part on this. that is wiring this up and getting it through there. So now, I'll take this and screw it on there so I can get those wires to just twist in there. Put that on there and I will tighten that down. Ooh. Now I just got to run it through the rest of this stuff here and we'll be on our way. Okay, sorry I got the fan on. It is just hot out here. But I got this one here now wired. I'll be able to adjust it once everything gets mounted, but the part that sucks now is after I ran all that wire in there and then back, measured off and got it cut, I got to take this all back out so I can do the same thing for this one right here. Got it wired. That's probably the hardest part, except for making this wood piece right here. Just getting all them wires to run through there. But I got it done. Now I just got to sand and stain this board so it'll look nice. So on video it's going to look like, kind of like, welcome back. Got it stained. I don't know, can you see that? It's stained. Stained piece of wood. Stained piece of oak wood. Oak, yeah. Okay. Looks pretty good, I think. What do you think? Does that look good? I like it. It looks good. Remember this thing? Yeah. Okay, we're gonna have to... Well, I gotta get this thing bolted now. Up to this thing. Well, actually, I'm going to screw it, not bolt it. We got to get these. Oh man! Got to get the wires in there, and there's still some wet stain on there. Hey, I'm going to have stain all over my hands. Okay. There we go. Now I got these screws right here. I don't know, I got a bunch of them. Back when I was making lights and lamps and stuff like that, I had a lot of these here. They're a number 12 by, I think they're 1 inch. And they'd be zinc coated, but that zinc looks really odd against all this kind of stuff. So I found a little secret on how to make these look a little old, kind of rusty looking. I don't know if you can see that or not. See how it's kind of rusty, it's not really shiny? There's a trick to this, and it's to use muriatic acid. Just get you a little Tupperware container, pour that muriatic acid in there, put your screws in there, and wait 10-15 minutes, maybe a little longer. That muriatic acid will eat that zinc coating off here and put these down to bare metal. Then you just got to slowly, pour it out of there, pour that muriatic acid out of there, and then rinse these off real good, then just set them out to dry. You know, give it a half a day. These puppies here will get a nice little patina on them of rust. And I've probably had these for 2 years, so they're not like really, you know, they didn't keep rusting. They just, a little surface rust, and it's on there pretty good. So I had some of these left over, and I thought, well, hey, I can just use them on this. So I'm gonna screw them down to here. Looking pretty good. Man, that stain, I just put a light coat of stain on there, then wiped it right off, let it dry, and it's still sweating out of there. Wipe that copper down real good, make it nice and shiny looking. Well, that's what it looks like. I'm going to keep wiping on this. I'm going to have to go inside and work on the wiring a little bit. I've kind of looked at this one here, and I forgot that the wiring on that light in the bathroom is on a two-way switch, so there is more wires than normal. But I'm just going to hook these wires up here to where the other light hooked into, but I'm going to have to do a little extra wiring on it so I'll be able to get this here to hook up to it a lot easier. Let me go take care of that, and we'll get this thing mounted up on the wall. Not bad, huh? I don't think I'm going to show you me trying to get this up there. That was a battle. But I got it up there. I think it looks pretty good. It's kind of dark in here. You can't really see nothing. Here, let me try this. There, that's a little better. Just a little bit. But that sure beats this light here. I'd rather have this one here. Still can't show very good up there, but let's see. Nope, still can't see there. Get up there. Oh, wait a minute. Oh man, I forgot to do something. I didn't fill in the bolt holes. Oh no. Okay, wait a minute. Just take a hot glue gun, put it on the end of the bolts, and boom. Covers all the bolt holes up. Looks pretty cool. I didn't think it was going to be centered, but it doesn't look too far off. Stain came out really nice on there. Well, I could go on and talk about this light. I love to talk. Almost as much as I love piddling. Well, hey everybody, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this long video. Well, I guess it wasn't all that long. Or was it? I don't know. We'll have to see. But again, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the like button, hit that bell if you want to get notifications, and see ya!